Hi, good morning. Look at me out and about. Happy Wednesday on my off day. Look at me out and about. Anyway, I went to Hobby Lobby. It's 10:40 and I've already been to Hobby Lobby and I'm back out. But I did find what I wanted. As I said, I talked to my personal floral designer, also known as my friend. I told her about my tree. Finish a complete sentence before you start on the next one, Tracy. You're so hard to follow sometimes. Anyway, I told her, I've got a white tree and I've got white lights and I want everything to be white because my ornaments are so colorful because they're the vintage glass ornaments that belong to my mom. So there's hot pink and green and blue and yellow and red and all kinds of colors. So I want those ornaments to be the spotlight of the tree. And I think I have an angel tree topper wearing a white dress. I think somebody bought it for me is why I'm kind of like, do I have an angel tree topper or did I dream that? Because I don't think I bought it. I'm hoping I do because that's going to be the tree topper. If not, I'm probably going to get back in the car and drive back to Hobby Lobby because they had a big, beautiful star that was white and shiny, white and shiny. Pretty paper, pretty ribbons of blue. I probably shouldn't sing that because they're going to think that I am Willie Nelson. Probably not. Anyway, so my thoughts for today. I have a lot of thoughts, Have you ever had the opportunity to have a friend or a coworker, but usually if you have a coworker like this, then they are your friends. You know what I'm saying? But specifically a friend that you can just look at them and you both know what you're trying to say without saying a word. Have y'all ever had a friend like that? I love when I have the opportunity to work and hang out with such people that I can just glance at and they know exactly what I'm thinking. Because I might see something that, tickles my fancy, as they say. It just tickles my fancy. And I can look at this person and they can kind of glance around and immediately lock on to what I'm saying and go, yep. Well, I've had several of those friends. I was thinking about that this morning because Trina and I are very much like that. Mitzi and I are very much like that. Mitzi and I couldn't even see each other because there was a wall between us. We had those cubicles. And the cubicles had like a 6 foot tall wall. And then, they have these little desks on them. So we couldn't see each other. But I would make a noise like, And Mitzi knew what that noise meant. And she'd go, And I just love that kind of relationship, Now, what I can't do, what I suck at, the absolute worst is reading lips. Hold on just a second. So anyway, back to whispering. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at that at all. So it's like if somebody turns around and looks at me and they go, I always look back at them and go, what? They'll say it again. And I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I cannot read lips. All I hear is a bunch of little, and your mouth is moving so fast. I cannot. Now, I feel like if they would over enunciate the words that I might be able to read their lips. Yeah, but when 2020 hit and we all had to start wearing masks, even though I can't read lips like that, I didn't realize how I counted on watching someone speak to hear them. I mean, I don't think I have a hearing problem, but I think that, I don't know, maybe I do have a hearing problem, because I do. I do watch people's mouths, even though I suck at reading lips. What does this say about me? Are you just going to block the... You know what? You are a complete butthole. That's what you are. If he had not pulled that far up, I could have gone all the way across and got in the turn lane. People are so inconsiderate. Rude. Read my lips. You are rude. Anyway. Anyway, when Patty and I went to church together, my friend Patty from from It's a Lemonade Life, we got in so much trouble. We did, because neither one of us can not laugh. And we have that relationship that we can look at each other and know what the other one's thinking. We also know that we're going to crack up over anything that happens, right? I mean, it was funny, but it was terrible sitting in church next to her because we could not behave. That was the same way with my mother. We could not behave in church. We couldn't behave anywhere because we get tickled over the dumbest things. But anyway, Patty's mother, her name was Betty, but everybody called her Butch. And she was so funny, but she was trying to whisper one day, trying desperately hard to whisper, but she can't whisper. And she leans over, and I forgot exactly what she said, but it was something like, and this is how she whispered, "Smells like somebody's got gas." It was about that loud. I lost it. I absolutely lost it, because whoever was sitting around us that had gas had to have heard her. But yeah, she tried to whisper, "Smells like somebody's got gas." And I was like, honey, I think the people in Alabama heard you whispering this morning in church. So funny. Anyway, but me and my mom wouldn't whisper with each other. I would just write down, and she'd read it, and then she'd get tickled. And my dad said, he sits in the back because he does the soundboard. He said every time he looked at us in church, our shoulders would be shaking because we would both be laughing about something. So anyway, I'm going to run in Macy's because I love their leggings. I have not found another pair that I like. I've tried Walmart, I've tried Target, I've tried everywhere, and I can't find any that fit like these do. So I just go every few months and buy me another pair of these. So anyway, I'll be back. Oh, hi. Who's in the middle of decorating a tree and stops to change out their purse into their new purse? I mean, I'm in the middle of decorating a tree, and I walk in here, and I'm like, oh yeah, I bought a new purse. Look at my new purse. It was half price. I think it was at half price, or 40% off. I mean, and it's soft. I like it. Do y'all like it? I don't really care if you like it. I mean, I do care, but I don't care, because I'm going to carry it anyway. That's caring, right? What? Anyway, I just have to tell y'all that I'm having the hardest time. Hold on, because the TV's on. Hold on. I don't want the TV on, well, the noise on while I'm making a video. Okay, so I had all the ornaments on it. And then I bought this white ribbon and put on it. And then I was like, you know, the ribbon's not doing what I thought it would. So I took most of the ornaments off and took the ribbon off. I was afraid to pull the ribbon off with the ornaments on there because these are vintage glass ornaments. I don't want them to break. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm putting the ornaments back on here. So Lisa told me to get like a pearl iridescent, garland. I didn't know how many to buy because I'm not good at figuring that stuff. Math and stuff. So I don't know how big, I don't know the circumference of the tree to know how many feet. So I bought 4. They were half price. They're these things. Yeah, you can't even see them. So now I'm putting the ornaments back on. I'm having a hard time. But I did get the angel atop the tree. I did see an angel. I can't remember where I got this angel. I want to say somebody, maybe my sister bought it, or I don't know. But anyway, she's pretty atop the tree. But I'm having a hard time with the tree. But anyway, look. I told y'all, my mom, every time she would go to a yard sale, a flea market, a thrift store, whatever, she would look for these ornaments and she would buy them, and there are tons of them. And none of my siblings wanted them. So I took them all. And some of them I remember, some of them I remember from my childhood. Some of them I know she bought later. But anyway, well, these with these kind of weird little things, I'm changing those out and putting the new hooks on them. I like these hooks, these little S hooks. I'm going to drop this trying to show y'all. But you put that over the thing, like, where am I going to put it? Like, where am I going to put it? See, that's another thing, trying to find a place to put it. So, like so, you put it over like that. And, oh, could y'all even see that? And you push it back, and that way it's not as easy to fall. Now, this ornament right here, I made in 3rd grade or something like that. Some early grade. And then this is as old as Jesus himself, I think. But anyway, so I just read something that I wanted to share with y'all because my mind is slightly blown. Now, look, I know that desperate times call for desperate measures. So I get why he's doing it. I totally get it. So this man was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis when he was like 18 years old. And his mother said that he would be so sick and he would use the pot like 40 times a day. I can't even imagine. So I get the desperation. I do. Okay, so let me just tell you the story. So Trina just sent it to me and I read it. And at first, I just, like, my mind went down a lot of very dark paths. But after thinking about it, I was like, okay, all right, so let me just get to it. She says again, it's a difficult subject to talk about. Okay, so there's something that you can do when you have ulcerative colitis. Or was it Crohn's? I think he started with ulcerative colitis, and then it went into Crohn's, maybe. I don't remember. Or maybe both. I don't know enough about either to know whatever. But there was something that they were doing. They live in Australia. But I think they do that here, because I remember Trisha telling me about this years ago. They take a stool sample from someone, and they test it. And if they have a lot of happy little microbes living in their stool, their poop, then they can donate their poo, and they put it into pills, like a capsule, for someone to take who has ulcerative colitis or Crohn's, because they need the good gut flora in their intestines. So the other option is they take the stool sample of a healthy person and they mix it with a little saline, and then they do an enema and they inject the healthy into you. Do you know what I'm saying here? Well, his mom was tested and she had good stool samples. So instead of going to the doctor for them to do this, mix it and do it, he just does it himself. That's the part that got me. I was like, wait, what? I mean, because at first I wasn't thinking of an enema. I was trying to picture how he did it. And then I thought, well, he probably does the enema himself instead of paying a doctor. So it all kind of come around and started making sense, I guess, after I started thinking about it. And again, I get his desperation because I can't imagine. They started out doing it once a day. He said he felt it like tingling. He started feeling better almost immediately. And then they went to every other day, and then they went to every third day, and yada, 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 and then they went to once a month. And now I don't think he hardly has to do it at all because, like, he's well. So it's a great thing. It's just an odd thing to think about, right? But the person who donates has to be tested to make sure that theirs is healthy. But the kicker is, the real kicker is, his mother was going through menopause while this was going on. And he started having symptoms of menopause because they said the hormones would be in her, and then he was, So he started having hot flashes and, the emotions and the crying and mad and the whole thing for, So he was menopausal at like 30. A 30-year-old man was menopausal because he was injecting his mom's poop up his bum. Yes, that's what I read today. What'd y'all read today? I like to get on here and teach y'all something new every day, and now y'all have learned something new. I just don't know about that tree because I just don't know about the white beads because you can't see them. I did see something that was kind of white and furry. It was like a garland that was white and furry, and I was like, but that doesn't really match the theme of the tree. I don't know. I just don't know about this tree. Because last year, please stand by. Last year, I used that silver tinsel garland that for some reason Gracie has turned into a bed. She has been laying on it since I put it in that bag and put it on the floor because it was in that container. But when I used that on the tree last year, it made it darker. And that's not the point. I don't want it to be darker. I want all those bright ornaments to show up. So what do y'all think? I don't know why it's tinkling. I don't know why it's twinkling because I don't know if y'all can tell that it's twinkling, but I think when I zoom in, it kind of twinkles and tinkles. It doesn't have twinkly lights. But anyway, I don't know. Tell me what to do. Because I just know that silver garland, that silver tinsel, whatever it's called, that stuff made it darker last year. I'll insert a picture because I found a picture of last year's tree and it was all bright and pretty like that. And then I put that silver garland on and it just made it so much darker. So anyway. Well, I've been adding ornaments and I'm almost done putting them back on. And that was my mom's. It's a quilted tree skirt. So I decided to use that one instead of the one I had because the other one's red. I cannot figure out this theme of this tree at all. But I do love it. It's just, I have this vision in my mind and I can't get it on this tree. But anyway, it's beautiful though, isn't it? It's getting there. It's getting there. It doesn't matter. I'm the only one that's going to see it probably, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, that's it for this one. Remember that I love you. Jesus loves you. Did you hit the like, heart, laugh, care? Hit any one you want. Just hit one, like or something, because it counts. And that's it. Okay. Jesus loves you. Hope he's coming back soon because people be crazy. And I will talk to you tomorrow, okay? Like, love, laugh, live, love, laugh, like. Okay, bye.